Hey everyone, so I have redone this video at least 20 times already because every time I go to make a video, I'm always like so worried that I said something wrong or, you know, people are gonna criticize something I said. So I just keep on redoing the video over and over again until I get it just right. And I'm not doing that anymore in this take, so this is gonna be as raw as I can get it. So in this video, I just wanted to have a before bedtime chat with you guys. It's actually 7:30 in the morning and I definitely should be asleep, but I have been working on planning out these new shelves that I got set up in the studio here, and I'm gonna have them filled with collectibles hopefully by tomorrow night. So I've been up just kind of planning, and I thought now is a good time to make a video before I go to bed. That's why I don't exactly look very polished, because I am going to bed after this, so why bother like fixing myself up, you know what I mean? Because this is YouTube, like it's not a movie or anything. Like we're supposed to be friends, just hanging out and chatting, and that's the kind of relationship I want with you guys. Like I just want to be able to be real with you and just chat with you guys, you know, just like I would any other friend that I'd go to visit, you know what I mean? In this video, I just wanted to update you guys about my health. So I finally got to a doctor a couple of weeks ago, and the doctor actually took me seriously, which I guess is one of the perks of growing older, is that finally a doctor will listen to me and they're not just gonna like blow me off because of my age. So I got extensive blood work done to try to figure out what's going on with me. So I've had a lot of the symptoms that people with thyroid issues tend to have, like all the fatigue. I have crazy weight gain, guys. Like I am now the heaviest I've ever been in my life, and that's taken a huge toll on my self-esteem and my health. I have something wrong with one of my legs, like I have knee problems, and I just have some brain fog where I'm just not as sharp as I could be, and just some other things, and some of that could be stress related or stuff like that. But I got all that blood work done, and about a week or two later I got a phone call. Now, this phone call was supposed to give me all of my results of this blood work, and I was really anxious about it. So I get the phone call, and the lady just says, "Oh, hello, I'm just letting you know that you are negative for Lyme disease." So I'm shaking my head like, okay, all right, well, what else? What else? And she's like, "All right, have a good day." And I'm like, but wait, isn't there anything else I need to know? Because I got tested for Lyme disease, I got tested for thyroid problems, I got tested for all these different things in your blood, things that I don't even remember. Like, they probably did about 14 different tests on my blood. So for someone to call me and just say I was negative for Lyme disease, which was like the least of my concerns, that was really strange to me, and I just kind of felt really defeated after that, like just sad, like, oh, the search continues to figure out what the hell is wrong with me. Why can't I just function like a normal human being like everybody else? So yeah, that had me really freaked out. So my husband actually called back for me a few days later because he's like, you know what, there has to be more there. You got so much blood work done. I want to know all of your results. So he called for me, and he didn't tell me he was going to call. He just did it. So he had the woman read off to him all of my blood results. And the one thing that she said was that I had borderline high cholesterol, which really surprised me to have high cholesterol because I eat a plant-based diet. So it was really crazy to me to have that cholesterol problem, but I think a lot of it is due to inactivity, which I really was having trouble with getting out and being active for numerous reasons. So I'm attributing the high cholesterol just to, number one, being overweight, and number two, just not being active enough, because apparently that plays a big role in that kind of stuff. So after that, I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta work on just losing weight. Like, that's the only thing that's gonna help. And maybe seeing another doctor for a second opinion to see what they could find. So out of nowhere, I get a call from a pharmacy that there's a prescription waiting for me. And it turns out there was a prescription for vitamin D waiting for me. And I was like, what? So we called a doctor and we got a different lady this time on the phone. And she was like, didn't they tell you? Oh my gosh, like they were supposed to tell you. It turns out I have a very severe vitamin D deficiency. So that's right, I need the D. I'm not afraid to make that joke. I need the D, okay? So it turns out my vitamin D levels were 13. Apparently 50 is about where you want to be. So apparently from what I found out with my research, vitamin D deficiency has a lot of the same symptoms as a thyroid problem. So it's amazing how one thing being so dangerously low could just wreck the rest of your health and your body and your mind and your spirit and everything. So I am on a very high dose of vitamin D. I take, I don't know the exact unit of measurements, but it's 50,000 and I take one a week, which is a little bit scary because it's obviously a toxic dose, so I have to be carefully monitored, and that's where things get even more complicated. I ended up losing my health insurance recently, just temporarily, because my husband had to get a new job. And so you know how it is when you start a new job, they put you on a little probation period before they give you benefits. So I don't know how much it's gonna cost to get my blood work to test that I'm not getting too much D. You know what I mean? Because if you take too much of that medication, like if it's way over the top for your levels, you can have some really dangerous, like life-threatening things happen to you. So we're kind of freaking out about, you know, going back to the doctor and having to pay for the visit plus the blood work. Like we're kind of freaking out, wondering like how much is it gonna cost for that blood work. So I'm just kind of hoping for the best, that it's not gonna be very much money. It's obviously one of those things where like I have to go. It's very important that I be monitored on this medication. So I'm gonna actually have the doctor look at my leg next time, because for about a year now I've been having really bad problems with my right leg. My knee keeps like locking up with something called like bilateral knee pain, so it's hard for me to like really have fun at conventions and do a lot of walking, and it was hard for me to go running because of my knee problem. But anyways, now that I know I have this vitamin deficiency, it just gave me so much hope in my life again, because finally, like, people could take me seriously. Like, I have something I could tell them what's wrong with me. It's not all in my head. Like, I can finally explain what's going on, and I have proof that something's happening now. What caused this deficiency, I do not know. I've been having crazy intestinal problems for a while, so part of me wonders if I have some kind of tummy disease, because I was looking at what could cause the vitamin D deficiency, and one of them was issues with your intestines, inflammatory conditions, things that I definitely have symptoms of, but I have not been officially diagnosed yet. Those can cause absorption issues with this vitamin. Another one is just the fact that I'm a freaking vampire and I live in this cave, and I just have not really gotten much sun over the past couple of years. I'm pretty much always inside, and it's just one of those things you don't think about, because my blood test came back good for like everything I take supplements of, such as B12 and iron. I take that well, I don't take iron every day. I eat food that has iron in it, but I do take a vitamin B12 supplement every single day. So that was all good. So my guess is that it's from lack of sunlight. So it was crazy, because maybe it's a placebo effect, but the first dose I took of this medicine, I just felt so happy. Like, I just felt so good. For that whole next week, I went outside and thankfully we had like ridiculously awesome, almost spring-like weather, which is really crazy for the beginning of January. And I was out there walking around and I went to the gym, and even though like I'm a weakling, I pushed myself to do a little bit more. So even though what I was doing wasn't like enough to make a difference, it was more than I could do before. So like I was just doing so much better in life, and like I just felt good, and I had hope again that like, hey, even if this isn't like the final answer for what's wrong with me, at least now they'll have something to go on. Like, okay, you have this vitamin deficiency, let's see what's causing this, like if there's something bigger wrong with me, you know what I mean? So I just had this renewed sense of hope and just like this lust for life again, and things were going great. And then I got hit with my other disorder, I guess you can call it. So I struggle with what I'm pretty sure is premenstrual dysphoric disorder. I know I have it. I just go crazy for at least a whole week or more before my period. I am so sick, fainting, blacking out, hot cold, face full of acne, just so depressed and just so emotional and such a nightmare. Like, I just completely go crazy. Like, I get so angry and just, you know, it's really bad. And I've always had issues with my period, and I know that people get mad whenever I say this kind of stuff, but my period is ruining my life. I've lost some friends for saying that because people are jerks, and for some reason people just have to be that way. But for years, and I mean years and years and years, I have had to plan my life around my period. I cannot make commitments. I cannot maintain relationships. People resent me for it, and the sickness I get, both mental, physical, everything, it disrupts my life in such a big way. And the crappy thing is, like, the beginning of the month I'll have like such great progress, everything's going great, you know, I'm getting back on my feet, then I get this horrible sickness for like 10+ days, and then I'm back at it, like I'm recovering, I'm getting back into life, then horrible sickness again, and it's a chronic thing. And you know, I gotta figure out what to do about it. Like, what is the cure for this plague that I've been dealing with, you know, this nightmare that has been going on for so long. Like, whenever I was in school, I missed so much school because of my period, and that's not normal. And I never met anyone like me that had such a chronic, disgusting condition that very little people understood. And I'm not trying to say I'm special or anything. Like, this is something I don't want to have as part of my life. And even just opening up to people about it, you know, it's hard because I know it makes me sound crazy or something. But this problem, it's just been going on for way too long. I did try birth control at one time, and I didn't like it. It actually made me like a totally different person, and not in a good way. And it actually made my symptoms a million times worse. Like, the pain was way worse than it ever had been. It's been bad. So anyways, maybe I'll do a separate video about that. But yeah, that's my little health update. I'm actually just getting over my period, so it's nice to just feel like myself again. Because like, for the past couple of days, like, I was having like a total mental meltdown, and now I'm just like, me again, you know what I mean? And that's not good. But anyways, hopefully I can start pumping out a lot of videos for you guys, because I really want to get active on this channel. I'm working on the studio here, and it's gonna be great. I hope to get it done over the next like month or so. I'm gonna be painting in here, but my main goal right now is just to set up the shelving, and just kind of get my usual video area over there all set up. And then in other good news, I am hopefully getting my hair done soon, which I think will help a lot with my confidence so I can make more videos for you guys, because this hair, as you can see, it's boring. I don't like it. I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't like the color, so I'm ready for a change. I want 2017 to be the year that I reclaim my life and my health, and that, you know, I just finally become someone I could just be happy with. Like, someone, I want the outside to reflect the inside. Like, I want to be more creative with my look, and I want to be creative with life. And hi baby. It's okay, don't worry about interrupting my video. Sorry. He walked in like, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm more than happy to have my husband interrupt me to say I love you and good morning. I don't really care. So anyways, guys, exciting stuff on the way. I cannot wait to get the studio looking all cute, so I can share that with you guys. I just love having a project. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's about it. I'm gonna go to sleep now, maybe. I don't know, I'm probably gonna stay up. As you can tell, I'm pretty wired. Basically, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley lately, and I was gonna record a video of that for the channel, so maybe I'll be recording some of that. So anyways, I love y'all so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.